Hey guys, so we just made it to the animal clinic here in San Marcos. In this video you're going to get to meet Daisy, who is helping to make it happen. Right now she's giving the aftercare instructions to a local woman who came and got her animal spayed here. So I'm going to take you into the surgery room. We're going to see the doctors at work. We're also going to go into the recovery room and see the animals that are still coming out of anesthesia. And yeah, let's go without further ado. So just so you know, this is a clinic that you and I fund here on this channel. There are no other donors, no other sponsors. It's just crowdfunded with us here. This is probably our 9th clinic that we've done in the past almost 2 years. So thanks to us, we have helped provide care for now hundreds of animals, and it's something that I personally feel really proud of. And if you have donated, then I hope you feel proud too, because we're making a beautiful difference in the world. So let's go see what's happening. So this is the very end of the day. This is the last animal. You see the doctor at work. He is a skilled professional. They do this for a living. This is what they specialize in as a team. They do these clinics in different places, and they do very good work. In fact, my friend, one of my dear friends, she's a vet tech, and she came here to one clinic and watched them work, and afterwards she's like, "Oh my God, Erica, that guy is so good. He's so good." And she learned from him. So, you know, the 10,000 hours, that's Mr. 10,000 hours of dog and cat spay and neuter clinics. So they're finishing the last animal right now. And then over here, Miss Sally came with us. Hi. And then over here is the recovery room. So here are our lovely volunteers. Is everyone okay if we're doing a video for fundraising? Awesome. So here are our lovely volunteers who came here to literally sit with the animals while they're coming out of anesthesia. And this is a really important task, because if the animals aren't being cared for, they could get up and they could hurt themselves. And so we've seen Ashley in other clinics before. Thank you for being so committed to doing your part with this work.
It's amazing. It's a way we can all make a difference pretty easily. And so thank you for doing it, because you make it possible that we can come here.
We do it together. We're all doing our part. That's what I love.
It's amazing.
How's it been going with these guys?
Amazing. They're having the anesthesia today. It's been so gentle. So lots of nausea, but other than that, it's easy. And this guy is talking, but he's happy.
He's okay, and he will be okay. These animals are receiving really good care. They also get, flea medicine? They get
parasites. Flea and parasites. We have worm medicine for any that are super skinny and need it.
Nice.
But they get all the basics.
Nice. And this is stuff that they wouldn't be getting on the streets. They wouldn't be getting it from any families that maybe are caring for them.
It also just spreads awareness, because when one family does it and then their animal is used to it and they like it, they keep telling them. Do you want to tell us it's going to be okay?
It's going to be okay, choo-choo. Yeah, so you can see it's important to have the volunteers here, because as the animals are coming out, you know, they can be confused. And, where am I? What's going on? And so just to have a little bit of love goes a long way. Yeah. Shauna, can I introduce you? Yeah. So I want you to meet Shauna. So Shauna actually came out of this audience.
Yes.
You saw these videos on Facebook, and then now here you are.
Ended up in Guatemala.
Can you, so first of all, thank you for volunteering at the clinic today.
Yeah.
What was it for you? What was your experience like with the animals today?
I mean, I've only been here for maybe like an hour or so far, but it's heartwarming, I guess. I mean, it's a little, it feels like you're going to break them. I'm being very ginger with them, but I think the people who have more experience know that they don't have to be so ginger with them.
The key is just don't step on them.
Yes. Knowing that if there's a blanket, then assume that there's a cat or a dog underneath it. But yeah, it's been a really great experience just to feel like I'm helping out in some way while I'm here visiting.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And can you tell us a little bit about, like, so you watch my videos, but I didn't like help give you a hand to get here. You just like figured it out,
yeah.
Right? How did you do that?
Just researching, watching videos, reading, joined a Facebook group for the community, and just every step of the way just planned until I made my way here.
Amazing.
I mean, you know what's interesting is that from watching your videos things seemed familiar when I got here. So like, if I hadn't seen any of that, then getting a boat, getting a tuk-tuk, like that would be,
You guys know you're
She came out of the video.
and that's how I found out about this.
And you live where?
In Canada, Nova Scotia.
Yeah, she's in Nova Scotia.
amazing.
It's crazy, right?
You guys are incredible.
So, it helped a lot to get here and figure my way around.
Cool. And you're staying in Casa Creativa. What do you think of it?
So I love it there. I mean, the whole atmosphere, the pool and the temescal and the outdoor tub and shower.
So good. Did you do the bathtub?
Not yet, but I will. I know.
You got it. You got
I'm
it.
here for a month.
Okay. How much time do you have left?
3 weeks.
A month goes fast.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah,
Still
but
have.
it's only 1 week now. Yeah.
Next thing you do, you look up and there are like 2 days left.
I already feel like I was already thinking a couple of days ago, oh my God, it feels like it's going so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see why so many of us end up living here.
I
It's
know,
like,
that was the conversation today. And I explored a bit of San Juan and San,
Did you go to the market?
yes, the women's
Nice. What
cooperative.
did you think?
Yeah, it was amazing. She gave us a little tour, and we talked about a homestay, or you can go for a meal or something. So I might do that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really beautiful here. I was a little warning to everyone, overwhelmed when I got here, but you know, as you adjust,
Yeah, it's like
you have to
slowly.
ease.
Don't try to do it all at once.
Yes, that's why a month helps.
Yeah, I think a month is like a good. It's like a good minimum.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it could definitely be more, but not any less.
Yeah. Any less would just be probably. It would just.
You just feel rushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and I also have an
You can feel immersed, I think, with this amount of
I
time.
don't think she's thrown up.
Yeah, good for you. Good for you for
Thank
like taking this trip. And you did it on your own. Like this is something you gave yourself. Like nobody came with you.
Yeah.
Nobody like held your hand to make this happen. Like you did the research. You booked the stuff. You came here on your own. Here's a question: have you ever felt unsafe as like a woman traveling alone here? Or what's your experience in terms of safety as being a woman alone?
I mean, generally, I've just been walking around during the day. You know, people did kind of tell me not to walk around at night, but for the most part, people have been very friendly. I mean, I'm actually amazed at how patient people have been with me because I don't speak Spanish, so everybody's so patient with me and communicating and dealing with my translation app. So friendly. Everybody's so helpful. I mean, I might have felt unsafe, but I think that was more me feeling unsafe and having to adjust. But now that I know my way around and I'm comfortable, I don't feel unsafe anymore.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm proud of
Thank you. Thanks for the inspiration.
Yeah, and thanks for coming here and being a part of this clinic today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's amazing on this channel. Like we're
know.
making this happen. We got fundraisers, we got volunteers,
Yeah.
we got all of it.
Coming all the way from Canada.
Cool. So guys, Kimberly Hargraves, thank you for making a donation. I'm gonna go grab Daisy. So thank you, and thanks for saying hi. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
no problem.
I love it's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible. Look
It
at
can
this,
happen.
Look at this brave, powerful woman who just decided to have an adventure.
Yeah, just take the leap. It will be scary, and you'll think, oh my God, what am I doing? And should I be doing this? And then you just do it anyway.
And then it's fine. Just
Yeah.
run towards the thing that you're afraid of. Next thing you know, you'll be in the water,
Meeting
taking care of a
amazing
kitty.
people.
And
Yeah, met some amazing people over the last few days, especially as I get more comfortable.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
amazing.
Tried some tamales.
Yes, yeah, that lasted,
Yeah.
for a few days. I had a tamale a day for 3 days. Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah.
We shared some tamales at Casa Creativa.
yeah,
Yeah,
delicious.
nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna go grab Daisy. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Okay.
Cool. So, thank you, volunteers, for doing your work. Beautiful humans, beautiful animals, doing it together, doing our part. So, and Stella, you are not getting spayed. She's just watching my bag, making sure my bag's okay. So Monica, the lady I was just talking to is Shauna, a woman actually from this audience who came here to Guatemala, and we're about to grab Miss Daisy. So if you've wondered who is the GoFundMe name of who, like it's a page in Virginia, This is Daisy. So Daisy is
Hi.
the lady on the ground making it happen. She's got the connection. She's got the Spanish language skills. She's got the 20 years experience here. She has the knowledge of how to make it happen. So she makes it happen. We just provide the funds. Oh, we got the last.
This is the cutest little street dog. So this dog that you just saw walk by basically walked in to the clinic. It's a street dog, no collar, no owner. Walked in, I believe, she said, I'm done having puppies, I want to be operated, and somehow she sensed we were doing a clinic, walked in all by herself.
Wow.
So we just
Didn't even get
operated
caught.
her. She has no name that we know of. She has no owner that we know of. This is one of the street dogs, so we operated her. She's going to sleep here tonight in this Airbnb facility that we booked for 2 nights to do the clinics. She's going to sleep here tonight in the bathroom, locked in for her own safety. I'm going to come up here tomorrow morning, give her some nice breakfast, let her out. She'll spend the day roaming around the yard, recuperating, and then Monday morning we'll let her go back out on the street, so she'll have a day or two to recuperate on her own.
Amazing. Thank you for this wonderful service. You know, how many have we done? Maybe like 8 or 9 of these clinics now?
Well, me, I've been doing it.
You've been doing it. Yeah, you've been doing it much
We
longer.
started this exactly 2 years ago. Well, March of 2020, when COVID hit,
Wow.
is when we started doing this. And so we've been doing it pretty much every other month since then. You and I teamed up last year, pretty early on.
Yeah, I'd like to figure how long has it? It feels like it's been going on like forever.
Forever. It's been a year. I'll give it a year. You know, we could go back and look at the paperwork, but yeah. Hi, Bethany.
Rebecca,
Hi.
thank you for donating. So we had some questions before if someone's like, oh, why are we donating to a GoFundMe in Virginia or something?
Okay, so our 501c3 is registered in Virginia. I grew up in Northern Virginia, and that's where I have an address that we can use. And actually, the president of our foundation, her mom lives in Virginia as well. So because I have family there and she has family there, we register in the state of Virginia, and that's the physical address. It's the president's mom's house that we use as our address for the 501c3 because she checks mail and we don't. So we're registered there.
Has that power?
Yeah, she has a U.S. address, and it comes right in her door, her box. You know, for me, I don't have that kind of access anymore. So we're registered there. We registered actually years ago, mostly as a nutrition project, and then COVID happened, and we were doing a nutrition project in the school, and there is no school during COVID. School shut down, and the needs here for humanitarian food relief were so great. So we basically used our whole budget and just gave away food as people needed it. And then we noticed that dogs were starving because there wasn't enough food to feed their own families here, and dogs weren't getting fed at all. So we started working on dog feeding projects at that point, and we started working with the dog sterilization clinic. So this foundation has taken a total turn based on the needs of the community. They told us we need dog food, we need sterilization clinics, and we said, okay, you tell us what we need, and we're going to help you put those solutions into place for problems that you identify, and that's the most successful way to run a charity.
That's awesome.
I've been here over 20 years. I went through my own learning curve. I came here, I was like, you know, I'm a smart kid. I got a master's degree from an Ivy League university. I can identify your problems.
I can tell you what you need.
Exactly. I know what you need, and I know how to fix it, and I started implementing those programs.
How'd that work out?
And I watched them fail. But like I said, I'm a smart cookie. I had a backup plan B, so we implemented that. Guess what happened?
It worked?
It failed.
Oh.
And I'm
Well-
smart. I had a plan C. Guess what happened? You know where this is going.
Not so good.
And eventually I learned until they identify the problem and they identify the solution, then I'm ready to step in and start working on that. And I've been doing that for years now, and it's really, really working. And that's why you see our target audience here is the local community, and that's why you see everybody here is from the local community. The volunteers are expats. But yeah, we're serving the needs of the community, identified by the community and supported by the community.
So amazing. You know, I feel like I'm learning a lot from you through this project, and I just feel so grateful that, you know, we can use our privilege to step in, and make a difference in the lives of these animals and these people, but mostly the animals. We're really caring about the animals. So, you know, what are we actually doing for animals when we hold this clinic?
So we are reducing the overpopulation problem. There is a huge overpopulation problem because the cost of an operation here in our clinic is around $50 US. If we don't hold these clinics and you have to go to a private vet office, it's going to be about $100, $80 to $100 for an operation. So we're having these clinics, and even at the $50, they can't do it. I mean,
that's like
a weekly salary is about $60, $80 is a weekly salary. So imagine if somebody asked you to pay an entire week's salary to sterilize your animal. You know, these people, they don't pay mortgages, they own their home, they're really buying food, paying their electric bill, they're living with basic necessities, and they don't have the spare kind of cash to do this. So every time we sterilize an animal, we figure a female can have 2 litters a year, and the litter can be anywhere from 6 to 13 puppies. You know, let's just take an average of 10. 2 litters a year, 20. Every female that we sterilize, that's 20 potential puppies that weren't born per year of her life.
Wow.
And that's what we're doing to reduce the overpopulation
Now, some
problem.
people have said, "Oh, that's cruel to do this surgery." What do you say to that?
I've seen what happens to the unsterilized animals, and that's cruel. So when an animal, a dog or a cat, goes into heat, their hormones change. They have an instinct to reproduce, right, to continue the species. And what happens is they're putting out pheromones and odors that they're fertile, and packs of boys come and follow them, and they basically, I mean, can I say it on Facebook? They gang rape them all day long.
It's really hard to see.
And I've seen it happen, and it just happens all day long, and then they come back home, they're bloody, they're scraped, they're bitten.
They get black eyes, they get beaten up, it's horrible.
And the boys are fighting to see who gets to have sex with her first, so they're all fighting with each other, tearing each other up, pulling ears, bleeding, and attacking.
Yeah.
And that's what I see.
That's cruel.
That's super cool. And the boys, when we operate them, it reduces their testosterone and makes them less aggressive, and they're less likely to be in fights with other dogs in the streets over the attention of girl dogs or anything. Territorial food. With less testosterone, they're less aggressive, and we have less street dogs and local dogs fighting each other. I mean, you know, Erica lives here. She knows that every now and then you walk down the street and 2 dogs just start going at each other in the street, fighting, and they'll, you know, just go at it and bump into you, or, you know, I can show you my scars from my dog bites from trying to, you know, stop these fights. And it's not fair to these animals to put them in a condition like this where they're forced to fight each other like that over food, over territory, over girls.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think we're really doing a great service here. We, and you guys watching and donating, so thank you so much.
This doesn't happen without you. And I also want to say we do take some of the money that you donate. Like, if you calculate how much we set in our goal and how much a surgery costs and our goal number of dogs, you're going to notice that we're asking for a little bit more. So we do have some little expenses, like we provide lunch for the vet team who's here all day, things like that. We do need to wash the sheets afterwards. You know, we're going through materials, but also any extra money that comes in goes to a dog feeding program. And again, most of this started when we watched the dogs getting bonier and bonier and bonier during COVID. Because, look, I'm going to tell you the truth. I know some of the families that we gave dog food to, they ate it. It was really bad here. In COVID, when there was no tourism, the economy was horrible. So we see a lot of really skinny dogs, like break your heart skinny dogs, ribs, hip bones, everything sticking out. the need to feed these animals is there. Some people say we shouldn't be doing it because we're getting them healthy enough to reproduce and causing part of the overpopulation instead of letting natural occurrences happen, which is starving to death and die. But nobody deserves to die because they didn't have food. Food, medicine, shelter, these are basic human rights, we call them. Animals have feelings too. So all the extra money that we earn that goes above and beyond the expense of the clinic, and occasionally people come here and donate some money. All the extra money goes to buying dog foods, and Erica is working with Perros Libres and Aaron, and maybe you guys have seen those videos.
They've seen him.
So yeah, we are through the money raised here, sponsoring the dog food that's going into the Sununa dog feeding systems, and distributing food to the dogs at home, and whatever you guys are doing. I'm actually not so involved in the dog food distribution.
Just take the food, get it to dogs.
So basically, I just wire money from the U.S. account directly to the pet food store, and they order the food, and Erica and Aaron come and pick it up.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So sometimes people ask, they wish that they could send supplies like dog toys or medical supplies. What do you say to that?
I love that idea. We don't have a postal system here. We are in Guatemala and we do not have a postal system. The only way to get things to us is through private systems, and it ends up, the cost of it is not worth it. So if there are specific things that you want, like you really want money to go to dog food, or you really want dog medicine, like today we're using up the last of our parasite medicine, and we buy that in bulk. We were having the vet clinic do it, but we found if we buy our own and administer it, we can keep our costs down.
Great.
So we will need to, before the next clinic, buy another bottle of the parasite medicine that we give as part of the sterilization package. So if there's something specific, the easiest way is to send the money. This is your dog.
Yeah, this is Stella. She's not getting spayed. She's just hanging out. Amazing.
Yeah. So the easiest way is to deposit the funds into the account, which is in Virginia, and we wire it directly to the pet store or to the vet. So all the money there goes through wire transfer directly to them.
And all that stuff that people might buy in the States is it's cheaper here. Like we can buy most things, right?
I mean,
but at a lower
can't
price.
here in San Marcos because we're a tiny little village, but there is like a Walmart, an hour and a half away in Shayla. I got my own dogs. I buy treats and ropes for them to pull on. We do have access to that. But we're talking about dogs that are coming from households where there's no such thing as toys.
I know, I tried to explain it. It's like, I don't think dogs know what to do with the toys.
They
that
don't.
doesn't compute to them.
Yeah, so that's one of the cultural differences, and the longer I live here, the more I realize how many differences there are that aren't obvious to them. The concept of buying a toy for your dog, they're like, what is wrong with you? We call that mental illness. Why are you spending money on a toy for a dog? Like, it's a dog. Like, could you spend money on a toy for my kid instead of for your dog? Our priorities are a lot different than theirs, and we have to be sensitive to cultural things. What we do is we've got a whole bunch of extra collars that I buy at the dollar store in this Guatemala City. So I buy extra collars, and if our dog needs a collar, we're happy to let them take a collar home. Occasionally, we can get extra leashes and send them home with leashes. I started sending all of the dogs home with a little sheet. We wrap them up because they can't walk, and some people didn't have them, and so we got a donation of used sheets from people, tourists who were leaving, and so I started cutting sheets into little pieces so we can make little doggy burritos and let them carry their doggy burrito home, which is easier than legs everywhere.
Yeah. A doggy burrito is always a good idea.
Yeah.
Donna's asking, what is the name of your 501c3?
It's the San Marcos Foundation, and I'll be honest, we haven't updated our website since the president had a baby pre-COVID. So if you go on sanmarcosfoundation.org, you're going to see all about our nutrition project from 2 years ago. It was my goal to have it updated before this clinic, and so it was more important to me to get the logistics done than the website. I hope to update it soon, but we do have a 501c3 sanmarcosfoundation.org, which is not an updated website. And,
Great.
Yeah, Yeah, and you can donate right on that instead of through the GoFundMe. There's a lot less fees being taken out, and that goes directly into our bank account.
Okay, awesome, great. Daisy, thank you for the work you're doing. You know, what I love is that you're so committed to philanthropic work in the community, and I really just feel like I can trust you as like an ally, you know, in this work, and just knowing that like we're solid, the money's going where we say it's going, like there's transparency, it's like impeccable, it's legitimate, like that feels so important to me. I don't want to ally myself with anything that isn't solid like that. So thank you for being a solid person who cares about other beings.
Thanks. I don't live in scarcity. I live in abundance. I don't need any of this. I volunteer my time 100%, and also, you know, my soul is worth more than a few $100. Like, you know, the money needs to go where it goes. I do a lot of other philanthropic things in town. This is just the project that I'm known for. But I gotta say, I don't donate necessarily my personal money towards this. I have sponsored some friends' dogs and things like that. You know, I bring coffee and stuff from my house so that we can make it for the vets. So I contribute in my little way, but it's your donations that allow this to happen. It's 100% your donations that are going to pay for all of this. I had a meltdown last night. The municipality did not announce, so they're under contract with us to give us 2 announcements, one a week before the clinic and one a day before the clinic, and they did neither. And so I'm on the phone with them yesterday all day long, like, you didn't do the announcement, you didn't do the announcement.
So how did it go today?
And so last night I was like, just, if the muni doesn't want it, I'm done. This is my last clinic, I'm done. I basically quit last night. I woke up this morning and rehired myself. Thank you. I did have a meltdown. We had a really small clinic, however, our goal is 40 animals, and today we did 17 dogs and 9 cats, so we did 26.
That's still great.
35 to 40 is our goal. We had a small clinic today. Extra money is funneling now into the dog food project.
Awesome.
Because if we do meet our goal, because we had low turnout, there will be extra funds, so that's where that's going.
Great.
And yeah, so I'm re-inspired, and it's just, I see the people who come and what they do, and it's such an important service. Yeah, it's such an important service. And the dogs and the cats, they can't ask us, except for that one that just walked in all by itself. She was asking.
What are you guys doing here?
Right. Yep.
Cool, awesome. Well, thank you, Daisy.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, I like you got your scrubs with your name.
Yeah, what I like to say is I'm not actually a vet, but I dress like one.
Social media.
I just play one on Facebook. My husband gave me this as my Christmas present.
That's really sweet.
And this is an Airbnb that the owner lets us rent for 2 nights for free. So we don't have to pay the cost for the space. However, this house is about to be taken off of Airbnb and become a long-term, so we're losing our location. So our next clinic is either going to be in San Marcos if the municipality is willing to give us a location or somebody can donate one, or we're going to move this program to Sununau where Erica lives.
Yeah, and I think I found
a space there.
Yeah, I need to follow up. But I'm pretty sure I have a location, which is such a blessing. So we'll find out more about that.
Yeah.
But I gotta wrap up this video. I think Luke needs help getting to his puppet show.
I want to go to a puppet show.
It's at the Caracol, the Escuela Caracol.
There's a puppet show today?
Yeah. Well, if Luke can get there, I think I need. Yeah. I gotta go. But
thank you guys.
You do,
really,
guys. Thank you.
You guys. I love what I do. I love giving back to this community, and without you guys supporting it financially, I wouldn't be here doing this. I'm not going to give my money, my time, my energy, my effort. It's the collaboration. That's it. Because you're right, you guys couldn't do it without me either. So
thank you, Michelle.
My team. Yes. Thanks for being on the same team. No more balls.
All right.
This is our last dog of the day.
Last dog of the day. Hey, hey, hey. Last dog of the day. Okay. Okay, great. All right, guys. You ready to be on social media? Maybe.
Yeah? Okay.
Here, let's turn this way.
I'm going to introduce Amari. So, how old are you?
11.
Okay. How long have you been supporting us in these clinics?
How long?
Oh, wow.
About a year? About a year. Yeah, I'd say maybe like 8 or 10 months. Amari's 11. She's getting really interested in being a vet, maybe. And she came and she observed mostly for the first clinic. And each clinic she comes to, she gets a little more responsibility. And she is co-managing the recovery room now. Wow. She is doing the oral parasite meds all by herself. Wow. And doing the math and figuring out the weight of the animal and how much meds to do. She's also now started doing the flea treatment, which we do topically on the back of the neck, and so she's figuring out how much to do that. And next clinic, she should be removing the IVs. Yeah, all on her own. So Amari is getting some real amazing life skills here, and has been here for every one of our clinics. And
thank you for doing your part.
We're super excited, and she and I together, when we grow up, we're going to be vets. Team vet.
Amazing. You guys are amazing. All right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And guys, thank you for donating. Thank you for being part of this awesome initiative to help reduce the suffering of these animals here in Guatemala, in this very poor country where, you know, the services that seem very normal to you and I are really just kind of out of reach for the people here. So, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Bye, guys. Yeah, thank you for doing your job. And now let's go find Luke at the puppet show. I hope we're not too late. All right, bye, guys, and I will see you in the next video. If you haven't made a donation, please help out the animals. They need you. We need your help. Would you just do us a solid? All right, bye, guys. Love you.